Or you can just start with Mr. Bones.
Nah. You're gonna have to go back a bit.
You gotta go way, way back.
Devin, Dion, Dominique. 3 Ds.
Man, I am amazed at how many people still remember the 3 Ds.
June 1982.
We were the bomb.
At the Kohler Memorial AME Zion Church.
Now that's the beginning.
You will find me there.
Whenever you need a friend, you will find me there.
Something like that.
And it seems that no one cares.
She always had to have solos, you know.
Just look inside your heart. You will find me there.
I mean, we didn't last more than 6 weeks. And then we all grew up.
Ah, that's the cut. That's the #1 record right there. What nobody said.
I know I did. Dion did.
I went into the industry.
The industry.
You all know about me. Unless you've been living under a rock.
Oh, God, that's the perfect career for Dominique Wilborn.
Dominique.
Do you love me, Dominique?
As my mommy said, it's a sorry duck that won't praise his own pond, so.
We were kids. Babies.
Well, I first really met him just before we got on the bus. And he was a typical shy boy. He didn't really want to be there.
Dominique was a trip. Dancing and prancing around. She talked.
She's cute, isn't she, Devin?
But Dion stopped me in my tracks.
There's a lovely apartment just outside the city, cheap, lease to own, good neighborhood for Devin. It's dangerous, the projects. How about your parents' house down south? Anywhere, why couldn't I just stay home? Nobody to watch you. And y'all need to be careful in that park, Devin. You come home too often after dark. A lot of colored folks go in there and never come out. Right on, it's the green man.
Ma. Come Russell didn't come with us. He got the blockhead again.
Child. This right is block, Dominique. And to others, he's Russell Wilburn. As long as you're in my presence, he's daddy to you. Be glad you can call him that, since he gave you birth. He's gonna fly in and meet us at the convention. You know, teachers can't so easily excuse themselves. Exercise your lungs. You have a recital next week.
Terrence spent the night with me last weekend. How come I can never spend the night with him?
Because Terrence has too little supervision. His parents work all the time.
So do you and Mom. There's too many things that could happen, Devin. Too many things that you can't control. Besides, Terrence is always getting into trouble. Not when I'm around.
That's because you always covering for your friends, breaking their falls, saving strays.
Well, right on. I guess God don't like everybody.
And I never did get to see my best friend Terrence again. Oh, hoodlum.
Look, I love you. Your father loves you. And just maybe, God does too.
I never got a chance to go back home.
How about you go up there to Miss May and bring back some chicken?
Oh, man, I'm tired of chicken.
Chicken guarantees the future, boy. It's the only thing black folks are guaranteed at the present. Stay hungry for it. Oh, and white meat, if you please.
Mom wanted a house. And Daddy wanted chicken. And now I got too much of both.
I had never seen a creature like Devin before. Standing on the aisle of that bus, he looked so clever.
His name?
Dion.
White meat, if you please.
Dion, I know you wish you could play with them. Temptation is the forger of discipline. There is a time and place for everything. Where's that shaving Granny gave for you to put on?
The fig tree. the tree of Jesus and Abraham.
Buttercup, when we get to the conference, Daddy's gonna make time for you to run. As long as it's with prayer.
In all things I do, Daddy. In all things I do.
You the flower.
You the root.
When it rains.
We're gonna shoot.
She always sat up so straight and quiet.
Laugh when your father tickles you. I do.
If only I had not been on that bus. Daddy only would have had to get Mama out. And then they could have beat the flames off of him.
The back of the bus was on fire. And the front of the bus was underwater. The bus kept sliding down the hill. And my parents were pinned.
Something big fell on her face and legs. My mother.
No!
First time I ever disobeyed her. It took a whole lot of men to pull me away from her.
It was like they kept growing hands. They were pulling on me, pushing me, throwing me out the bus. They were mad at me because I didn't want to go.
Mama scratching Daddy's burnt skin. And she wanted to die with him.
I don't know why, but we wound up on the top of that hill. Three Ds.
Remember me? I'm your Aunt Mabel, your father's sister. Let's get out of here. Are you hungry? What am I going to do with this ghetto child?
Take a good look at yourself. See what needs to be healed. That's what mirrors are for. You still have that twig I gave you?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you just as well go in and eat it instead of keeping it. Gal, looks like we're gonna be stuck here in a place of dead quiet for quite a while. You and your mother moving in with Granny. Now, about moving on.
Let out some leash before she snaps the chain. You're gonna dull the peak in her cheek, right along with yours.
Your pain I will share, and that final resting place will find us right there. Wherever love is, you'll find me there. Need a friend. Oh, you'll find me there.
Ooh.
If ever you're happy, Jesus saves. What's wrong with you?
Come on and stop fluctuating. Come on.
We have to go back.
Is it human?
Yes.
They're with God. Or with the devil. We could get in trouble.
I wonder who it is. I don't know, but someone's never seen him again. But
covered up no more.
We won't bury him. We'll make it a nest.
A garden.
Let's promise each other that we'll never let anyone keep us away from each other.
Where are the rest of his bones?
It might be worms in his nose.
How did it die?
Alone.
Is it male or female?
I don't know. I can't cop to a woman looking like that.
We'll call him Mr. Bones.
Keep him comfortable.
Only we can know. Dig it?
What will our prayer be?
Let's just say the first thing that comes to our head, like a testimony in church.
Or black African poem. Yeah.
Maybe a nursery rhyme. I wonder who it is.
Invisible friend. Brothers and sisters I would never have.
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
Lost and found.
A sad rag, doll orphan.
Hope not a Hank.
A scream.
Halloween for real.
Bone the color of Granny's mocha plant.
Were it not before the grace of God.
That's your bag.
Friends to the end.
Through thick
and thin.
As long as the thick ain't too thick and the thin ain't too thin.
I wonder who it is.
Don't matter.
Chill out. Dang, Dion. Everybody who come near us don't mean us harm. He was just playing.
Really? Right on, man.
There's other people to know besides us.
Where? I don't see none. Dear Father, I know you're with God. I miss you. Mama can't eat or go anywhere except church. You and God have to do something about that.
I'm driving her Mabel crazy. I know why she doesn't have kids. She don't like them.
Hey, Ma. I do my best in all my recitals. I tell jokes to myself at night when I'm lonely.
You see me in the mirror? With prayer, Dion.
I've been good. I won a contest with my erector set. I like putting things together.
Russell makes the house spooky. He just sits. I wear your sweater. I love you dearly. Nick.
Why'd you leave me with her? Devin.
You are for us. We miss the bus, invisible friend, through thick and thin. Father, mother, we got to get further. Mr. Potato Head, lost and found. Sad brother, up and at the lost and found. A hope not a hang. I watch our Lord, Halloween, for real, hip hop for. Smoke a bone plant going in the tune. If it work for the grace of God, Mr. Bones, Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones, Mr. Bones.
Russell. Dad, Pop. How come we don't go to church anymore? Not since Mama. Do you still believe in God? I think I'm gonna move away. Jamaica. Maybe wrong. As far as the ocean will take me, I got my things packed. When did you start smoking a pipe, Russell? You better tell me you love me or I'm leaving. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't believe you got an A in anything. Right on, home ec.
I'll help you with your English, Devin. Diggy, can I get a moment alone with Mom? Not alone, you know that. No secrets.
Every day, I see my black brothers and sisters with signs and picket lines. Brave protesters. I wish you could be here to see things change. I wish you could see how black and proud I am.
No more chicken. No more chicken in this house. No more. You need to learn how to dance.
You are for us. We miss the bus. Invisible friend. Through thick and thin. Father, mother, we got to get further.
All y'all's
Mr.
birthday.
Potato Head, lost and found. Sad weather, open at the lost and found. I hope not a hate. I watch our Lord. Halloween, for real, hip hop for it. Smoke a bone plant growing in the tomb. If it weren't for the grace of God, Mr. Bones, Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones.
All the tales of God's glory could never tell the moral of our story. Fairy tales and parables would only be burst bubbles compared to you gone away and Mama's troubles. Dion, Dion, on the wall, shall before my tale is told, shall be bold. Take my hand, see myself in Jesus' name. Shall for my sake thy will be done. Shall my door open and run, run, run.
Your pain I will share, and that final resting place will find us right there. Wherever love is, you'll find me there. Need a friend. Oh, you'll find me there. If ever you're hurting, if ever you're hurting. Wherever love is.
Hey, you. Wake up. Devin Roundtree, it's 7, and you will sit with us for dinner before you head to the projects. Got your favorite dinner tonight? Chicken.
Chicken guarantees a future.
Today it's chicken casserole. Come on, wake up. Heaven forbid you miss your duty with Bebe's kids. And before you leave, don't forget to talk to your son about his SATs. He'd appreciate the attention. And check the porch light bulb.
Dion, what time is your finance meeting up at the church?
Think I'll be a little late, my dear. Give them time to stop their arguing. Think I'll be just in time late to tell them what's what.
They have any young folk on the board?
Besides, nothing's changed since the last meeting.
Nothing but old, dead folk on all the committees. Y'all need a mating committee.
What? You want me to chase the pastor? He's young, single, flammable.
Don't you ever in life sass me, gal. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Ain't no senility here. I've been teaching children before there was such a thing as recess. I am not senile. Teaching doesn't allow it. Doesn't make any sense. 3 biddies, God and no recess. 3 biddies cleaning the kitchen. Your mom is about
Don't
to
you say it, Mom. Don't you ever say it. You said God would do it all? Well, let him. If God wants her to have a child and me go somewhere other than church, then I'll do just like you taught me. I'll wait. I got one.
Don't you say it.
You got one child, and you're an only child. Dion, don't forget to iron your whites. They're dry. Mom, maybe you need to go to the back porch and have a talk with Pops. We're all going to make it back to the garden one day. Just depends on who's going to be eating grapes and who's going to be chained to the tree of knowledge.
Me and my husband did romantically. Naked. Erotic pictures of each other at Ruby's up on the hill when nobody was looking. My husband loves me about as much as I love God. Y'all jealous. It ain't my fault he died a natural death.
Slow down, Mr. Roundtree. You'll get there.
Mom, why do you always call Dad by his last name when he's on his way to the wreck?
You mean the projects?
Dad? And this where you remind us that you grew up near the projects?
Look here. How you doing on those SATs?
Yeah.
Hey, you need some of my focus on you. True that?
Show you right.
Seems we have a multi-slang Negro family going on here.
That's it. I will not be patronized nor made fun of. Last crack has the stack. Mark, you have dishes.
Oh, Mom, that's not right.
This is not a democracy. And Devin, don't forget
The front porch light, yeah. Okay. Hey, Margo.
She's not going anywhere tonight.
What?
It's a school night. She's been hanging down there too much anyway and bringing home dangling participles.
Dangling what?
Personally, I think it's fine to both of them, Mark and Margo.
Bring home project babies. I don't think so.
Pass me the peas.
Mark, clear the table.
Mom, I am going with Dad.
Margo.
No, Dad. Stay out of it, okay? Because this is Tom. And his name is Mario.
What'd you know about Mario?
Of course you wouldn't notice now, would you, Dad? You're too self-centered and imploded. I really, really like him. And don't worry. Gosh, I'm gonna grow up and marry a man just like you did before he takes my virginity. When you get a break from being mom, I would like to talk about it. And the reason I go down to the wreck so much is because I'm into my father. How cool he is. How he can relate to anybody, no matter where they come from. You are so lucky.
Why? Oh, when? Did you tell her that we waited until we were married to have sex?
So, speaking of attention, don't forget that we have our, weekly ride around the driveway on our bikes this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, guess what? I made all state cross country.
About 800 meters in the Penn Relay Invitational. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna need everybody to get up off of my back. I mean, every time that somebody's on my side, I'm the bad guy. And,
imploded.
You don't even want to know what I gave up to live like this.
I think I know. It's the way you stay in the bathroom. You're in the bathroom a lot. So, G, thanks, Pops, for the subliminal messages. G. Once I graduate, I'm outie, away. See, I know what I give up to live with you. And guess what? I love you too. So, get out of my life and go see the natives.
Kiss me.
Whoa. Your mother? Father?
Kiss me.
Hold me like this. Don't think I'm weird or nothing. When we can feel each other's heartbeat, then I will kiss you.
Hey, mister, get your hands off my daughter.
Oh, man. You crazy.
No, you are.
Hey, you know their names both begin with M.
Eminem.
Hey, look, we just can't let y'all know that your father called. He said he on his way up here to meet us.
Yeah.
Might as well grind. All kind of hoops, hula hula. Hey, don't slam it if you can't dunk. Hey, yo, Mario, right there, dribble, dog. I'm slipping on your drool. Hey, Margo, the basket ain't the only hole you need to be guarding.
Hey, all right, just cut it. Look, man, don't even start, Nigel. Just don't even start. How do you think I'm gonna stand here and let you talk like that to my daughter?
What's up, Mr. Roundtree?
How come you keep calling me Mr. Roundtree, Mario? Call me Devin, man.
So, Devin, you still gonna hit us up on the group thing, man?
All right, I said I'd see what I could do. I'm not about to shell out no big bucks, no new clothes. It's wrinkles. I mean, no wrinkles, all right?
No wrinkles.
Y'all got me up in this cliche thing, this singing group. I mean, couldn't y'all come up with something a little more original? I mean, like the surfing duo, maybe, +1. Well, how about the 3 organic farmers or something a little more original?
All that yang you talk about the 3Ds? It's your daughter, Mr. Roundtree. I call you Mr. Roundtree because I respect her a lot. Hey, we decided to remake that tape. You'll find me there.
It's a him. And Nigel, you are a cliche. If you flunked the 10th grade twice because you think you're a statistic. Hey, Karima, is there life after basketball? Or is that your GED up in there? Or is it the military?
I'm doing fine right now, but life ain't sweet. I might seem young and dumb, but I still think I gotta see the
Attack.
before I sleep, because I
Do
got
you even have a last
change.
name? Hey, Margot, you got to find yourself a whole new crew. Because these cats ain't got no daddy. And your daddy is hanging in the wrong neighborhood. See, I'm just up in here because, hey, this is what I do. I mean, it ain't even about not getting an education and getting a job. It's about not getting in a rut where you think you can't do nothing but dunk and sing to get your way out because you ain't got no daddy. Y'all ain't no refugees, and I ain't the substitute. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Hey, look, Kareem, you and Nigel, make sure my daughter gets home, all right? Mario, you don't even have to tag along. Hey, because my wife is both the suppressor and the conqueror. Know that.
I'm no cliche. And I ain't mad at anybody. And I'm not a statistic. And I'm not a sacrifice. I have today, and it's so nice to know you.
Look, I ain't got nothing but love for you, bro.
You know what? I think you should go. And tell your father, watch the ledge.
Keep your head to the sky. Brother, Uncle, Mr. Potato Head, Mr. Bones, Mr. Bones. Dion, Mr. Bones is gone.
Dion? Need some help?
What you dropping out? That's why we had to go get plastic bowls, and I hate plastic. Everything's gonna be plastic from now on. The doors, the windows, the chairs, the toilets, the books, paper, food. Yeah, fake fruit. See how y'all like that?
Preview night. Showtime, the Apollo. I bet you got a garden full of flowers waiting for you in your dressing room. So many admirers. Who's the lucky one?
I am locked away in a tower, honey. You ever seen one of those paintings of a woman just staring out at the sea, just waiting? Yeah. In fact, I have in my contract a restraining order on flowers. Get rid of the flowers.
What? Goodwill got a greenhouse? What's so funny?
And someone once told me that virginity isn't something you lose. Virginity is something you earn, like maturity, over and over. True love. Spooky love.
What's that got to do with roses?
My mother, Rose. Her name, but she was a rose. She wanted me to be a rose. Bloom. Perfection. Practice. Boys taint perfection. She died before she could let me go. I need another instruction from her before I can love, really love. No flowers, no roses. I feel like I'm gonna faint.
Dominique, you need to stop playing.
I just wanted to see if you love me. Do you smell that? No, you don't. Look, just leave me be so I can pray.
Dominique, you can pray on your way to the stage. You have 85 minutes before you have to be on stage.
I'm feeling something.
I hope you're feeling those jokes.
Really, I feel something. Now, please, just go.
Dominique, you need to stop and get yourself uptown.
Look, would you please just go? I'm asking you to go.
Dominique,
Please.
you got 84 minutes and 30 seconds now to be on stage.
Ma!
Dominique, please.
Listen to me! Listen to me!
Miss Wellborn. Dominique, you have a phone call. They say it's not an emergency, but it is urgent.
Well, if it's not an emergency, then it's not urgent. See, that's why we ain't free. I don't even want to know who it is.
They say his name is Devin.
Give me the phone.
I can take a
Give
message.
me the phone. Please. Yes, Devin.
But it's certainly a special night. But I need the producers to indulge me in a little nostalgia. You guys remember my claim to fame? What's his name? The invisible, the mocha, in the dark part.
I'll be in Winston-Salem first thing in the morning.
Dominique, what a pretentious name. And to think you didn't even make it up.
Pretentious has been my cha-ching, baby girl.
Y'all enjoy it.
Pretentious is you being 39, thinking it ain't 40. 39 is 40.
50.
Pretentious is that big hair you're wearing. When is the last time you saw someone?
The last time you had a date.
Ladies.
Still mowing the lawn, Devin? Daunted Devin? Or is the lawn mowing you?
He sneaks out of the window to remain relevant to the masses. He's the wreck man.
Oh, do I detect a bit of wit from Miss Can't Say a Joke unless it's chapter this or verse umpteen?
And on the 8th day, they made a solemn assembly, where they had kept a dedication to the altar 7 days.
Chronicles
7, verse 9. Mr. Bones, at least he could bring you home for a day.
Now, slow up. Now, I am not ready to be 3 children on a hill just yet. It's a family reunion.
Mr. Bones.
You know what? I don't want to hear any bad news until I've had me some good sweet potatoes food. And where are we going to go after this? We can just walk. We can leave the limo. We could be inseparable.
Friends to the end.
As long as the thick ain't too thick.
Devin, what slapped you upside your head? How could you of all people, go see Mr. Bones alone? It was you who came up with the law. Promise, only together.
Devin, look,
Stutter, you better utter, brother.
You guys wouldn't even begin to understand. I needed my father.
Come here. I'm tired of you staring at me. Come here. You're Miss Mabel's nephew. Bet you make good grades. I bet you have a dream. I bet you make that dream come true. It's nice to see a young man trying to be something. Those eyes. Maybe one day you can come to my house on a black horse and snatch my knight. But until then, dream on. Go mind your elders.
So I went to Mr. Bones instead.
Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones, I'm about to become a man. Oh man, I mean, it's alright, Miss Bones. It's cool. I mean, if you could stay with me in my mind, you might be able to feel some things too.
What about you, Nick?
Well, what would make you think that I would
Don't
even...
stutter.
Russell, I would hate to disturb you this Saturday morning, but we need to go to the drugstore.
We are an experiment placed on this planet, penal colony.
Dad!
Oh, yes, dear. Here,
I'm 13, I can't drive.
just let it drift out of the driveway in neutral, the way the three of you steal it when I'm asleep. Except, just keep going until you get to Henderson's. I used to buy them for your mother. Did you know your mother was menstruating when they killed her? Baby, please.
Traitors.
Not even once?
Traitors.
Oh, come on, cut us some slack, Dion.
Why don't we just wait until tonight, when it's dark?
I'm not going up there in the dark.
I wonder who it is.
Well, now the man I saw last night wore a hat, like a wide brim hat.
Mr. Bones. Have you two ever fornicated together?
Oh, how else would we do it? I mean,
It tastes too. Otherwise, it's called something else.
Oh, ma'am, you have to step back behind the line.
What happened?
You need to step back behind the line, please.
I frequent this
You
park.
need to step back behind the line.
You know, this quaint park has tons of legends and rumors. I'm always open for a good yarn. And you know, every yarn has a fact that knits it. I'll even sit still for a tall tale about the,
Green Man? He's a part of every one of these trees in the park. Green Man will catch you, get your brains out, and turn you into a tadpole in one of these streams. What's left of it?
You know, actually, there is a legend of the Green Man or Leafy Man. Leifwello in French and Blaskeet in German. The Green Knight. Green face, green armor, green shield. He was decapitated and continued to live. He became the god of vegetation, ecstasy, and regeneration.
I never heard of that. The Green Man was just a name somebody named. I mean, we are standing in the middle of what used to be a huge pond.
I was baptized here.
Yeah. Used to skate here as a boy.
And sled down yonder hill, two at a time, belly to back, sometimes belly to belly. I seen him legs in the air, toes that up in the air. You know, we gotta go.
Look, my name is Joe Roger, like the thesaurus, and we generally don't discuss crime scenes under investigation. Well, this ain't exactly a crime scene. But Miss Stokes mentioned her being a regular. Well, maybe I just wanted to meet someone who remembers skating around the pond. You know, someone removed the remains long after the bones became bones. Anyway, that's all we know for now. But in a few days, we'll know the year of death almost to the day. We'll search cold cases, missing persons, etc. And if they were colored, well, that would explain how they could go missing back in the day, even in a shallow grave. Miss Wilborn, would you autograph this for me, please, ma'am? Whoever built the shrine even took time to plant plants and tended them regularly. Might have done a lot of weeks ago. So y'all don't have to go back to New York right now. It'd be nice to stay around for a few days. Mr. Roundtree, Miss Wilborn, Miss Stokes.
Don't ask me nothing. Not one thing.
And now we are suspects in a possible murder.
Botanical Dion Stokes. Stoking plants. As far as the east you is from the west.
I wonder who it is.
I'm here at one of the many entrances to Green Arbor Park, where police are saying that around 5 p.m. yesterday, a jogger stumbled across what he describes as a sacrificial altar. Its gruesome centerpiece, a human skull. Now, they've cordoned off the entire lower part of the park, but police are confirming that human remains have been retrieved from there today. We're seeing dogs and forensics personnel, and interestingly enough, actress, comedian, internationally renowned star Dominique Wilburn, who, as anybody from this neighborhood will proudly tell you, grew up right around the corner. Miss Wilburn, not an unfamiliar face around here, also herself no stranger to Bones, perhaps her most famous creation being the Mr. Bones character from her stand-up routine. Mr. Bones, as she has always asserted, being, quote, based on somebody I grew up with.
Dominique. Each petal of our lives gets dropped to be swept, plucked. God rakes them. Split blessing. God tills wounds to make room for mothers. Don't you dare, daughter. Sister. Hold too tight. No more steps. You are there.
Hi, Daddy.
You aged to find your mother's beauty.
Oh, Daddy. You know, this place needs to smell like something else. You could at least try smoking another tobacco. I'm a cook.
I haven't seen you for 2 years.
I came to see you 6 months ago. I'm gonna cook. Cook. There's gonna be some drama around here. We were interviewed today at the park where we used to.
Hide and seek.
They found some bones. Human bones. And let's just say that we've seen them before.
I jump rope, I tell you that. I go to the gym a couple times a week and jump rope for hours.
When was the last time you've been to church?
A tie is a bib and a noose around my neck.
Daddy, you know, it's a good thing you're a professor, or they would tie you up and put you in a padded room.
I heard about the bones on the news special report.
Where is my
Can't
father?
stay away from the fame,
what
can
about
you?
me? I'm going out tonight. You best believe I will not hang around here with a hope not hate.
It's not my fault she never came back. Not once. Not once.
I am still out on that hill. When can I come home?
I refuse to wear a tie. The irony being of all its supposed dignity and formality, it's a bib. It's a bib. Bib.
You waiting on me?
Waiting for you. The 3Ds ride again. What's going on, Devin? Dead bones?
We was just walking through the park. We was reminiscing. I mean, you know that Dion.
I know. Buddy reunions and childhood hearts. It's okay. I'm not up because you're late. I'm up because those bones. It's sad. It's scary. It'd be nice to cuddle though. So come cuddle me. Let's kiss the kids on the way to bed and lay me down to sleep.
Just look inside your heart. You will find me there.
Somebody give him a hand. News has it that the human remains were found in the Green Arbor Park. I look at that news clip and my heart was moved. It is reported that the place where the bones were discovered, it appeared as though someone had been taking so good care of it, like they loved what they were doing. What an interesting world we live in. What an interesting world we live in. That we would care more for bones than we would care about human beings. Are you with me this morning?
Yo, we have been accused. We are the occult. We are, God, serial demented.
What manner of person
bone coddlers
would pursue such a ritual?
All he said is that we may have had something to do with it.
We know who we are.
Imagine going down there to take care of those bones. And I look around, my brothers and my sisters, and I see the living dead.
Maybe we are sick.
I'm saying to you this morning, it's time to bury those bones.
Does this low-impact tail chasing really strengthen your leg muscles due to the torque that's created from all these circles and curves and everything?
Does your filtered desk lamp really cut down on the radiation?
Do you answer every question with a question?
Do you always like asking the same question?
Hey, I'm headed to Atlantic City next month for a conference, about 3 weeks. You wanna go?
I'm going to a mixer. We need chaperones. You wanna go?
Like this tail chasing, I guess it looks like we're getting nowhere.
Oddly enough, I'm having fun. Nice to know you can mess with your father.
Yeah, as long as you don't mess with my head.
About these dead remains. Excuse my redundancy. But what do they have to do with you?
Nothing.
It's kind of funny because you tell a suspect when I give one-word answers. That's usually how you catch me in a lie. You want to know what I think?
No.
I think this has something to do with your parents. Have you seen them before?
Seen who?
No, your parents. Either of them. I have.
Oh, and Father God, I thank you for the food we're about to receive, for the nourishment of our bodies. Thank you for all of us coming together to have a good fellowship. And good and gracious Jesus, have mercy on my blood pressure, because I'm going to eat this cholesterol. Amen.
Amen. Dominique, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you.
Amen.
I'm glad you're home. And I'm glad you're breaking bread in our home.
Dismal house. Could you hear though, baby? Few times the sunshine was when you and Dion grew up at this table.
How are things in Sodom? Or is it Gomorrah? Is Los Angeles Sodom? And New York Gomorrah? I can't remember which is which.
My dear, please.
Maybe you should do a skit about Sodom and Gomorrah, Dominique. I think it would be funny.
Still about sense.
I'm a bit protective of Dion. I may be guilty of a little arrogance here. You left her. Can't seem to stop people from leaving her.
Well, I'm still stuck here. And what do you know about sex, Dion? Wearing drawers instead of panties? Don't look at your mother. She don't know either. I'm still a little suspicious about how you were even born. You need to be asking them why neither of them are married. Indeed, all right. One damsel in stress, and the other, one crying all the time, one laughing all the time. Devin, now he has 2 lovely children. Married too. Seems the 2 of y'all would be the mothers and he the bachelor. Seems though one of y'all would have been able to grab him up.
Well, we're past our prime. Well, maybe it's because Devin is the best man we knew. But he's our brother. Find me a man without one defunct vibration and I'll spoon feed him some of your homemade soup if you catch my drift. Been knocked off my feet too many times. being patient, understanding, compassionate, and all those other good and Christian things. Waiting for some. Granny, how come you never got married again?
True love, precious. True love. This is the house of widows. Dion's fiance is probably somewhere in a casket, waiting to marry her on the other side. Can't imagine her with somebody breathing.
You have to excuse Granny Dominique. She's always felt trapped here. Like we can't get along without her. We've offered to take her to a rest home where they have aerobics and satellite TV.
This is a rest home. Rest in peace, ghost. And cable is better. I can watch on my TV what you won't watch on yours.
You'll be excused. No, you may not.
Thank you.
Dominique, come on. Warm your food later.
As head of a family, I don't have to ask to be excused.
Granny, don't go out on the back porch. It's cold out there.
Ah!
Go on, child.
But dear, we never talked. I just wanted to talk about it.
We'll never talk about it.
But I just wanted to.
You are excused, Dominique.
Opentation equals captation. Survives most anything. Mardia says it's the kind of plant that protects itself in almost any kind of weather. Won't die on you. The great Dominique. In my room. Imagine to see me.
Please don't do that, Dion. You always have a way of making me feel bad with your compliments.
How's your mother?
What do you mean, how's my mother?
When's the last time you spoke with her?
Spoke to her?
Come on, boy. You said you wanted to do it.
Right now. Yeah? What about... Maybe. Now?
Dominique, I want you to go. I want you to go, you hear me?
You alright? What?
Go!
Go where?
Go!
Go where?
I don't care, go!
Why?
Go!
Man, you wanted to do this more than I did.
Just go!
You tripping, man.
Mama, I'm sorry.
Where are you going with this?
I talk to my daddy all the time. Sometimes he even...
Please, don't. I don't want to hear it.
It's all gonna come out. Mr. Bones is gone. What are we gonna do? We gotta have something. Somebody.
Stop it. It's over. He's gone. Glad in a way. It gets to be morbid.
He's your claim to fame, your cha-ching.
Be not thou afraid when one is made rich, when his household is increased. Psalm 49:16. Damn, I knew it.
Don't cuss in here. No, don't go. Don't go, please. But if you got to cuss, do it quietly. I do this thing. Watch.
Dion, Dion on the wall shall, before the tale is told, shall be bold. Take my hand, see myself in Jesus' name. Shall for my sake thy will be done. Shall my door open and run, 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 Dion, Dion on the wall. Shall before this tale is told, shall be... You feel it?
No.
You smell it? It smells like cookman.
No.
You feel the weight of the air. It's like air becomes water.
No.
You talk to your mom on stage? In the dressing room? What does she smell like?
No, they are dead. Mr. Bones is dead.
You scared of dead people?
I'm scared of you. Your mother, my father. I'm scared of dead people buried alive.
But Devin dances. Jesus dances.
Jesus isn't a ghost. I will not be a ghost. It's enough we chose to be barren.
Barren? Hell, I'm still a virgin.
Dead men are wisest, for they know how far the roots of flowers go, how long a seed must rot to grow. Strange, men should flee their company, or think me strange who long to be wrapped in their cool immunity. A young man, or rather a boy, about 10 or 11, no more than 12 years old. Tell me your secret, child.
For the last few days, people in this neighborhood have been referring to the skull discovered here as Mr. Bones, in recognition of Dominique Wilburn's recent presence in town. But police are now confirming that she has indeed been questioned in relation to the case. This because of items found at the scene of the sacrificial altar, which Detective Roger of the Winston-Salem PD says is actually better described as a shrine.
Did you all decide not to go to the police?
Mr. Bones has indeed been tended to with a great deal of TLC, on and off for over 25 years.
Now, what they've found are personal items, mementos, and most importantly, signed letters with the names of several people, including Miss Wilburn.
The work of a cultist or a celebration of grief.
To be sure.
A new detailed excavation of the site may reveal why Mr. Bones died.
Is this a crime scene, hallowed ground, or both? Is it murder?
Why didn't you go to the police?
Clearly, the timeline here is long, and the only question is, at what point in this individual's death did Dominique Wilburn and her friends become involved?
For whatever reasons there might be, holy always draws us.
No more. Dion,
No,
on the wall
Mama.
shall, before this tale is
Don't
told, shall be bold.
understand.
Take my hand, see myself in Jesus' name, shall my door open and run, run, run. Dion, on the wall shall, before this tale is told, shall be bold. Take my hand, see myself in Jesus' name, shall my... No more!
I don't know you. Never did. Never wanted to know what I didn't want to hear. I sleep with a man that grew up playing with a corpse. You have issues, mister. Way out of my league and over my head. You're an architect, for God's sake.
Which reminds me, they've got a rehearsal tonight. Margot's got to go with me. Are you going to? You want to go?
Hello?
Devin, I need to see you.
The 3Ds and the skeletons in your closet. Yo, you on TV in the dark corner of the turtle weeds and the green man living, yeah. As they say, wisdom is at a premium. And we know the history of your blessed tragedy, but life can be a healing thing if you know what I mean.
Mario, I need to see you. You kissed my daughter. And my daughter's 16 years old. You're 17.
But
And where does it go from here?
Mr.
Now,
Round,
I don't even want you to answer me. I just want you to sit and be alone with that.
Mr. Roundtree, one day, I have a daughter like yours, a son like yours. When I kiss your daughter, it's a wish, a prayer, that the man in me stays alive, stay alive to have children. That's how far I've got, to stay alive and live. Is where I go from here. How about you?
Wow, Russell, so now you know. So now the whole world knows. I am now and forever a ghoulish hooligan. You keep her all to yourself, you know. Smell up this place with that pipe like it's some kind of incense. One of these days, I'm gonna tell you what she think about you hating me. I toss bones to keep from hating you back. Man, put the pipe down. Put down the pipe. Put it down. I know something, though. Something you don't know that I know. I know why she hasn't come to you in all these years. Not once, silly wet. And you don't know why. It's because Russell, Daddy, I hate you.
I remember you first running up and down that bus, teasing Dominique. Why didn't you tease me? Bodies, screams, blanket over us. Ma dear. I remember how I reached for your hand, for you to be my Jesus, while my mother was screaming. I remember when we danced once. You touched my face. I remember how you stayed here, home,
when Dominique left us. Do you have any idea? I had to watch from a distance your children grow.
He's come to it. Marry that woman.
That was the first night I went there.
Doesn't he know?
To see Mr. Bones by myself.
Doesn't he know?
The eve of your wedding.
So you tell him. Invisible friend. Invisible friend. Fat ragdoll orphan. Orphan.
Give him to me in a way God would honor. I hold no ill toward your wife. Kiss me. I'm a traitor too.
Dion.
Kiss me.
No. Dion.
You will kiss me.
Dion. Look, stop.
Dion. My mama smells like cherry pipe tobacco.
My son asked me if I had seen his grandma and grandpa. We both have seen them.
She told me to wait. Look at me. Wait for what?
Does Daddy hate me? Do you hate me, Daddy? I am scorned.
I remember my first love. I wanted to be like Mama. Loved to death. Can't find anybody to love me like Daddy loved Mama. Except
Don't say it.
What? Don't say Mr. Bones.
Has he been to us? I only wanted a kiss.
Oh, Dion, shut up with all that Baby Jane ceiling moaning and spooky.
A kiss?
Okay. You look like y'all picked yourselves up off the floor. All these years, I wondered when you were going to...
Hold your tongue, Miss Opportunity. Using us. Whoring our memories. And I can imagine your first love.
Both of you. You're so self-righteous. Yeah, I got married. Mm-hmm. To get away from both of y'all.
Don't you dare. Don't you even dare. Talking about we gotta go back because they didn't say goodbye. We followed you. We stuck with you and your sick never say goodbye.
You got a problem with that? Miss, I just wanted to know if you loved me. Oh, I was so glad when you got that agent. Oh, and do you have therapy in your contract? Because you are one needy woman.
Needy?
Needy.
And you front this ticky-tack billboard family. Now, I don't have to feel sorry for Miss Testament over there. She feels sorry enough for herself to smell up everybody. Ask me if I smell my mama. I sang my heart out to get away from both of you. Yeah, I used Mr. Bones. Damn right I did. But at least I gave the mummy a life.
You made the mummy a dummy.
That's funny. Dion got jokes.
Crazy. You two are Monday morning spinsters. Yeah. That's what you are.
Oh. You two, highbrow, freeloading, think you can dance mongrels.
You two, Tuesday, pull me, dribble lip, nobody.
You two want to sing witches without a broom or dustpan.
Heathen.
A kiss. 3 days. Why are we here?
To confess.
Confess what? I mean, are we crazy?
Well, I'm no big star floozy. Running off.
Oh, no.
Run.
No, you cactus lackey. All pinned up in the room. Hiding in the church. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus.
We really are scared, aren't we? We're not scared enough. Not for what's around the corner. Not scared enough to hold each other for dear life.
What are you looking around for? What?
Don't you feel it?
No, I don't feel it. Nobody told us. And took us in their arms and said, dear child, yes, God can come in the middle of a prayer and kill him right in front of you. I will not take a chance and bear life and have it just drop dead on me or me just drop dead on them. Living day to day with someone I care about, waiting for a call in the middle of the night, every night.
I want somebody to tell me what happened. I want somebody to tell me what I saw. And I will wait up for a call in the middle of the night. Yeah.
But he did come to me, y'all. My daddy, he did. Whether I dreamed it up or not.
Yo, we got to just get on.
Devin has gone on. He has a wonderful life. Just full of beautiful things over in the suburbs.
Yeah, unlike yours. Unlike yours. Because I want to prove a point to death. I want to slap it in the face with a family. I want to bathe in the river with the ancestors. That cuddled the dead and the grieving. Yeah, they would keep the ghosts at home for as long as they wanted to stay. Yeah. Can you feel it?
No, I don't. The only thing I feel is stranded again. 3 children on a hill. Devin, why did you put your arms around me that day?
I took his hand.
We were the last 3 people in the world.
Well, just leave when you're ready.
Mr. Bones.
Tomorrow's your big day. Lost, not found.
Your daddy was the first and last man I ever had. More here lately. His face is there. His touch is there. But Dion, as time goes, I remember more the feeling. The first time he went inside me, my body, hot rushes. To be touched by a man, to know God's gift to be a woman. Really. I'm sorry, baby. You've got so much to look forward to and plenty of time. Did you like the dress? You've got to find your own pumpkin.
I like to listen to music that inspires the plot or the theme. Don't you?
Yeah, but not with music. You see, with the appropriate draft, there is the appropriate draft. Think Miller's for recreational, Budweiser for residential. You got Heineken for business, and 2 40 ounces for skyscrapers. How'd you remember? I mean, you know.
I know. The visit.
You were barely 2 years old. I mean, since then, have they...
No. They wouldn't. Not without you. I figured that out by 10. Tired of waiting for the angels to return. At least that's what Mom told me I saw when I asked her about it.
But you told your mom and you didn't tell me?
Duh.
Well, does she know? I mean, know who you saw?
She's a wife and a mother.
Well, how do you feel? I mean...
How do you feel? I mean...
Like I dragged my son into some of my stuff.
It's a family, G. It's not all about you. I remember them to be funny. You know, they made faces. And I just wish you could have seen them the way I saw them.
Save lives, Devin. Save lives.
You have married for remorse.
Fight for your last breath, Devin.
We will not come again.
But when they came, they spanked you and played with me. Ta-da.
It's presidential election. Right to vote. Congress finally understands the power of absentee ballot. Some countries, they make you vote. Wonder what would happen
if certain constituencies elected not to vote at all. Ha! That would be a day of absence. Give me somebody to vote for. Do me a favor and light my pipe. You know, when a child is born, it is the ritual of a father to light up a cigar. Your mother never liked the smell of cigars, cigarettes, but she loved the smell of pipe. So in her luggage to the hospital, she included that very pipe. And a pack of cherry tobacco. Lit it up the moment I heard, "When? When?" out of your precious mouth. Didn't light it again until the day she died. Who you gonna vote for? The older you get, the more you look like me. I'm just sorry. Bless us, O Lord, for these thy gifts, as long as it's not a tie.
A lone 10, 11-year-old boy found beneath a crabapple tree. Fingernail evidence shows that his last clutch at life was against some evil force. He was buried, hidden by someone, somewhere about 1950. With all due respect, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have a lottery here. A lottery of hope. We have received several hundred correspondences. I'm going to read just a few of them for you. This from an 85-year-old man. I'm 85 years old.
My son has been missing since 1953. I sent him to the store. Always, he cuts through the park to get apples. I wonder.
My neighbor.
My best friend for over 50 years. Still searches for her brother. Last seen on his way to school.
Bet it's Gateford. We used to play,
ball together.
I remember the day he never came home. He was my best friend. We used to say the green man got him.
What we have is a line of citizens, mostly African Americans, who lost a loved one and never got a chance to say goodbye. What we have is a line of folk who want to be DNA tested. So there's a strong possibility of finding out who Mr. Bones really is, who he belongs to. If the Bones had been turned in, say, even 10 years ago, there's a chance it would have been Jane or John Doe thrown into some unmarked grave. But present technology allows us to hope a little longer. From here on, the investigation will focus on identifying Mr. Bones and finding the person or persons who hurt him, who buried him, so that he would not be found.
Dashiell, I told you I'd find you, son.
Dominique, I know you don't do recreation centers, but if you would just do me this favor, the kids would appreciate it.
We are the King Magi. Everybody say, what? M-A-G-I.
Shout it. What is the info? Call me magically delish. Got the wizard in the A. Somebody tell him what the eighth ability. Astonishing articulatory agility. Feeling me? Oh, gee, you wonder. Gangster. Tilted and glistening, twisting lyrical hieroglyphics. Ice for the ice. Cold, chilling, and particularly nice. We are the King's Major, Auburn Major, to the baby king in a manger. Y'all never heard it in the biblical sense. That rhythmic murder and frankincense. We got to go, bestow it upon him, lay it down before him, step up to the forum, ready to perform. Microphone check, rehearse, go. Mario, yo, hit him with that verse. I'm the major, don't want Romeo, Mario. If you didn't know, I kinda notice how you grace by. Honey, say hi, chat with a chap, girl, sit back, relax, and laugh for a while. I'm a bada boom bling, leather my sway, jade my judder, shut up my king. Nice ride, 9-5 diamonds in the ice ride. Major, first brother got a big twice, keeping people around the curb and see me race by. Honey, carry sneakers in their purse so they can chase my rover when I'm running. Run them over, they keep running. I ain't done with them, but let me keep it real. I'm a king for the baby king. That's why I came, had to bring an offering, following the North Star. Major, 3 wise men, and verse coming since I dropped the gold. It's the frankincense. Saddle up to battle, you rattle the cage. We can find in the habit that decided to break out. Mr. Hot Shot, half pound of my size. Still a ridiculous bit of lyric, half of my size. 5'4", who the fool coming my high. Rudy Pooh, Scooby Doo, howdy ho, howdy ha. pray about him, hoping to finally see like queer rapping, helping him happen heaven to raise up to the baby king, however he could lift the praise up. Thanks with the frankincense, be frank about it. Since I dropped the gold, that murder's on another round. To turn around the rhythm up the king's page, I think we got it now, shine. Oh, make room in the map, everybody stand back. Me and my man popping a hot track, holla back. Oh, on the floor, give me the microphone, be rolling, 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 rolling. Imagine you just got yourself a rapper who's a magical, he's sexy like the satin on a slow jam. That's what's up, we're hooking up with ladies, hit us up, cut, we got the major.
Kaleidoscope rise, when I flow when I fly a major. But I'm looking chronicle, gonna go get my K-pop. Thought about you leaving option up in case I'm gonna go for rugging option, no knocking over your profile. Go to page drive, jot a hypothesis if it says why. You cocky, I'm not just but you can drop it where an edge was. 100 mile an hour, you gonna break spot. Confront your blur, how come I just play spot. Assist the phase out in operational failure.
Speedometer bottoms out and dropped them at the roadside with my robotic force. Fine and finesse, phonetic control, lyrical finesse. Miracles, I'm blessed with the test of musical excellence. Rap, intellectual specialist in hip hop and linguistic testament. Can't mess with it, I dare you to mess with it. Wonder why anybody one-on-one to one debate. Why sister soul 5, fit the populace in case y'all miss out, Mrs. Jiggy, prophet, MGI.
Queen of mine, and a queendom, with even eyebrows. This is a higher power, deity of rise. Lay me down for the baby king, murder at his bedside, bells and bump bump. My thing, me, oh my, try to give thanks, baby great God, think I'm with a great shot, make time, baby angel, and pray, lay back, my try to avoid that. I stay dry, let my stage dry, some mistakes, when a body can persuade or sway my faith, I'm sister major, wouldn't trade that. Lord's all mine, that's what's up. Your better best when I pass the right test, my baby blessed, baby J-E-S-U-S.
Southside, welcome to my side show. Listen to me, listen to respect. Take it up north. Yo, in my scene. Shouting out to the honeys in D.C. To the West Coast. Major. Kicking it like the West Side. I got all these. Word is mine. Put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.